When I was coming into the industry, there were mold builders and there were molders, and I didn't know why they weren't merged, because it really is about making the part. It really doesn't matter that the mold is beautiful. It matters that that mold functions repeatedly to make the plastic part. And then the knowledge that we get from the molding goes back into our mold building and our mold design. I believe in human interface, in that as much as technology has advanced and we can do several things over Skype or GoToMeeting, that actually sitting down and feeling the parts and that tactile and that sort of getting to know the customer, joking around to the point where you have a relationship of trust, of where the customer is handing you this project and with that risk that, quite frankly, their job is at stake, and that they can give it to us knowing that we will care for it and execute the project and make them look good, make them look smarter than they are sometimes. They have a particular need for a product, how we get it there. One of the things in medical molding is it's very highly regulated. We have to demonstrate a quality system, not just have one, but we have to use that quality system. We have to manufacture to that quality system. That has to be how we manufacture. And I tell my employees that we don't have to manufacture to ISO 13485, but if we want to be in this business, we do. We are volunteering for this, so this is something that we have to get good at, not only understanding what it means, but of applying it. It is part of what's going to separate us in the marketplace from someone that is just sort of going and saying, well, I have the elements, but this isn't, we're not really going to do that. We're dealing with people's lives, and I tell all my employees that, people that are interfacing with our product are sick, and that we don't want to make them sicker. We want to make them well. We want to do our part to make the best product we can, and we hope that our customer is making the best product they can, so that there is what I would call a traditional mold, that if you were to ask your average engineer what a plastic mold looks like, would describe this rectangular box that and that has, if there was a slide action, it would have these pins that actuate that slide. And what we've done is we've developed what I call a modular system, where we're starting from a point of where there is similarity in a building block, and both from a design standpoint and from a building standpoint. From the design standpoint, we're able to have sliding mechanisms that we use constantly and constantly improve them, so that they're not off-the-shelf components. They're things that we manufacture, and we're doing that primarily because it works better. One of the things that this modular system has done for us, it's made us able to mold small parts in small machines. We don't have a mold base that defines the machine size. In doing that, we're able to maintain the efficacy of the plastic, so we're not overcooking it. The engineering properties of the material, are per how the engineer spec'd it. So when they're speccing, a polycarbonate, they're expecting it to have certain, mechanical properties. If it just snaps and breaks, it's not it's not what they planned for. It's something that we, really take seriously too. Is that how do we plan around the product to be made rather than fitting a product in something we make? We're not a let's say McDonald's that has 3 sizes of soda, that you have a small, medium, and large, and pick one. How do you make that container to, to the customer's need? We have decided consciously to conserve space. A small mold will go in a small machine, will use a minimal amount of plastic. We've been looking towards automation as a way of maintaining consistency. Our primary push for automation is to add that consistency to the process of make a better product. That's why we're automating. We're automating because we are able to, with this part, we're able to go and say, with a camera, this is a good part. And it doesn't have flash, and it's doing it by pixels. And we can't see that, but the camera can. We have a lot of different applications for quality acceptance, for measurement, for different things that we now can do with pixels and computers.